Good morning, everyone. This is Debbie Gruber from Lots of Knots Ceramics, and I came out today because I want to show you about my little pumpkin bones kit, and I have them ready now, so you can start ordering them, guys. And there's $49.95, and what you get this piece, which by itself does retail for $49.95. The sale part of this event is I give you 2 bottles of paint, and the color of choices are yours to make. You can make these things any colors you want, okay? And then I have a bottle of green here for the little stem. I just grabbed 2 bottles of paint so you can see that you get 2 bottles of paint. And then the stem, I picked green because I like green. I always make my stuff alive. Some people use brown there, and that's fine. You could use whatever colors you want. This is your guy. You could do whatever you like. And I give you the rag for the antiquing, and you get your choice of these 2 are the most popular ones. So these are the 2 that I grabbed. I also have like a red-brown color that you can choose, but this is black and this is true brown, and I like them both very much. They're very nice paints, very nice antiques, but they're not water soluble. So you have to go to a home improvement store and you have to pick up a can of mineral spirits, and that is how you take it off once you put it on. And this is what the can looks like, just as mineral spirits, and it's in like a thinner can, so you can see what that looks like. And you get the light kit also. And I used a 3-clip light on this because I want each pumpkin to light up really nice. So it's 1 strand that you have to plug in, and there's 3 clippies on there that you stick in these holes when you're finished. And there's an on-off switch, so you don't have to plug or unplug to get it to go on and off. So that's my kit, and they're $49.95, and you can order those at Lots of Knots at 330-948-8100, and then we'll work with you to help you pick out the colors that you want to use. And today I'm taking you over here because I want to finish mine. And the colors that I chose here, this is a bone color, and then of course green, whatever green you like. And then I did jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. And this is antiques with the true brown. But now I have this in here, and this looks really good, but it's not spooky enough for me. So what I want to do is I want to take some black, and I want to put it a little bit in my plate here. And then I'm going to thin it out with water because I don't want it to be real thick. I want to be able to control exactly how much paint is going on these hands. And take your time doing this. You can come back and go on it a second time. I'm just adding a little bit of water to my black. There's really no formula for this. You just gotta kind of try it and see what you like. So I always keep some Q-tips handy. That way, in case I had too much one out there or something, or if it runs, I can catch the run with the Q-tip and then not hurt the pumpkins at all. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna darken this up. See, look, it looks spookier already. See, and I wanna come around and come in the sides over here too. And I never want it to look like it was painted, so I'm going to thin this out just a little bit and grab some of this paint so it kind of runs up the side of the bone a little bit. Just a little bit of that color right there makes such a big difference. Because now you see, doesn't that look like the fingers this is bending in? Even though it is bending in, but I'm really showing you that it's bending in, see? And I'm going to do the same thing down here. Oh, my hands are shaky. I must have had too much coffee this morning. There, look at that. And then I'm going to bring this up in here like I was saying. And I just use my fingers and I spread this out. And I always go dark first. You know I'm not done after this. Because I want this to be super spooky looking during the day. And at night, it'll do its own thing because it'll be lit up. So then I'm going to show you all these lighted things up. I'm going to set up a nice little display. My son's going to help me. He's got a knack for spider webs. He's going to help me set up a nice little display. And I'll light all these things up for you. The problem with being here at the Ohio Station Outlets, it's light during the day. So I can't, there's no place in here that I can go that it's dark enough for you to see the full effect of these things. So that's why we decided to do that. So that's my weekend project, to set up a nice place where I can show you what the stuff looks like when it's all lit up. But see how dark, how that is versus what you have here. See the difference? It makes a big difference. And I'm just going to put paint wherever I think it should go. The world was given a great gift. It's the gift of the light. And it comes from God. God throws it over to the sun, and the sun throws it down to the earth. So you have to look at your pieces and say, if I was the sun, where would I hit? Well, on the tops of the bones is where it's going to hit the most because the sun can really reach it. Nothing's blocking it. Underneath, like see, this bone here is kind of blocked by this bone. So I want to put a little bit of darkness in here to give you the effect of the bending, plus give you the shaded part. So it looks like it's shaded. See, look at those. They look like real bones now. Well, they're getting there. They're not done yet. Is it worth all this extra trouble? Yeah, I think so. You know, it takes the project when we started today from like, you know, a C maybe or B. It takes this straight up to the top. Makes this look real. I like to go for real. See, look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? And it's not supposed to be even. Don't ever make it even. Because if you get too even, then again, it looks fake. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? All right. And I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do the other hand for you too, so you can see, really get in there and see what I'm talking about. But the reason I antiqued them with the brown is because the brown does do its job. I just want it darker. I want it to be more spooky. So that's why I'm going over it this way. See, I'm coming around this side. And this is, you know, going to be a little bit darker in here. Perfect. And then I just kind of spread it with my finger. That's why I'm always full of paint, guys. I'm always full of paint. Comes right off, soap and water. If you get some on the pumpkins, just wipe it off. You know, wipe it off real quick. It'll be fine. You know, how much paint you grab, it depends on how much paint you want to be where you're working. So you don't worry about missing, because I'm just going to wipe it like this. See what happens? So even if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just wipe it off. It's not even a big deal. And where you want it to be a little darker, go a little darker. Use your imagination. Let your imagination flow. Look at that. Okay, that's starting to look pretty good right there. Okay, I want to stand up here because I'm too short. And I want to get this other finger that's sticking out this way. I'll put it this way. Can you see? I want to get that finger too. And then in between where the hand hits the pumpkin, I want to make sure that's dark in there. You don't want anything to reflect on there. You just want it to be dark right there. So I'm going to make sure it's completely black over there. There. Okay, now it's starting to look like something, don't you think, guys? Oh, look, I missed this whole line here. Whoops. Whoopsies. Fix that real quick. There we go. I want to get a little bit darker here. There. That's the bottom one, so the light's it's furthest away from the light. So this bottom here is darker, just because it would naturally be darker, see? Over here. That's great. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now I'm going to clean up my brush. Turns out I like this brush, so I'm going to keep using the same one. And it's just a square little brush that I'm using. Kind of soft, not, you know, a little stiff, not real stiff, but not real soft, the middle. And then I'm going to go back to the original color that I used. In this case, it's bone. So now I took it down to the darkness, and now I want to bring it back to the light. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that bone color, just a little bit. You don't need much. And I'm going to put it on the tops because, again, the light's going to hit the top of the bones. And I'm going to bring them out a little bit. How much you bring them out is totally up to you. And where you bring them out is kind of up to you. Up here where the two bones have these little bumps, I'm going to make it, you know, really show there, see? And then I have a line coming across here, so I'm going to tap that out just like that, see? There, look at that. Isn't that incredible? All right. And just a little tiny bit on the bottom, just a little. Definitely got more paint on there than I want. There. And there, I hit a little bit in this black area, so I'm just going to wipe my brush off on the towel. I don't even water it, and then just put some more of that black back in there. See, perfect. Now that's great. I really like that a lot. Perfect. Now when I light this up, it's going to be really bright. It'll be really awesome. So that's that hand. I'm going to come over and do the other hand now, real quick. Okay, and that's how you do all the bones on the hands. And I'll continue these bones down here in off camera. But I just wanted to show you this is how you do the bones. And then I'm going to take the green that I used on my piece, and I'm going to highlight out that stem. I had to think about it for half a second. That's why I slowed down. All right, I'm just going to darken this same color green that I used when I painted it originally. Of course, it's a different color now because we antiqued it. And I'm just going to mix a little bit of this green into the black. And why am I doing that? Because this makes the paint in the same paint palette all the way through. So whatever color I decide to put in here to darken this up is going to make this, is going to look good because it's in the same paint palette. But I need it to be a little darker. I think that's a little too light. There. And I'm just going to, I always go dark first. See, and look at how that makes this bend. It's actually making it bend. And that's what you want, because again, that goes back to the realistic look. Let's see where I'm coming up here. Look, doesn't that look awesome? I think it does. You know, I'm going to put glow in the dark on that. That'll look awesome. And I'm just going to turn it and put it wherever I think it should be dark, wherever the light's not going to get to. Never put the dark on the top of the part that's sticking up right here, because that's the part, of course, that's closest to the sun. So it's going to show up there. And your ceramic piece should look just as great when it's not lit up at night as it does during the day when friends come over or you're looking at it. It should look spooky and great during the day too. That's why I do all this, because it does. And I'm just going to put like little circles in here, you know, like it was hanging on a vine. Okay, look at that. Isn't that great? Oh, I got a little bit there. I want a little bit darker right there. Okay, good. I like that. Now I'm going to use the color without mixing it at all. The same color that I originally started with, because again, it's a different color than it is now because we antiqued it. And I'm just going to get some paint on there and stay on the tops this time. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do here and there. You know, wherever I think that the sun is going to hit it the most, like right in here. That's good. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Over here, not so much because this is covering it, so the sun is being blocked. But maybe down in this lower part, I could put a little bit, just to give it a little something. There, look at that. Now that's going to show pretty good. Doesn't that look great? I mean, these little touches make such a big difference. Such a big difference. All right, look at that. Doesn't that look great? Okay, so I'm going to continue this down and finish all the rest of the hands, and then I might come in here and do a little bit of dark over here. I think I kind of want this to be darker. So I'm just going to put a little black in here, all the way around. I never know what I'm going to do. I just kind of grab the colors and I have a seat. And then you find out at the same time I do. I don't really have this planned out at all. I like to set my mind there, but not, I don't want to have it all planned out. I want to go with the flow, see what I like. I could change my mind anytime I want to. Look at that, big mistake right there. I'm just going to wipe that off. Yay. That's why I have lots and lots of Q-tips. See that? And I'm going to do this all the way down and just bring it in here like this. Just to make it spookier. Makes it look deeper. Don't you think? It's much better. There. And I think I'm going to leave the inside white because my friend Brittany, that she painted, she chose the same colors that I did. And I showed it on Facebook. So if you want to see it, come check out my Facebook page. Whoops. Lots of Knot Ceramics. And then it looks good. It's nice and bright, which is what I want, you know, so it's real dark outside. It'll show up really, really nice. Look, see, I'm just darkening that up. Right around the edge, the whole way around. And I'll turn it upside down, you know, to make sure I got it all. Well, right now everything's a little wet, so I don't want to be playing around holding on to it. That's crazy. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to keep doing that off camera, and then when I have the display all set up, I'm going to come on and show you what this looks like. But in the meantime, if you go to my Facebook page, Lots of Knot Ceramics, you can see the one that Brittany did. It's really nice. Okay, so that's our pumpkins for today, and don't forget, if you want to order them, just give us a call. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching our video today. Real quick before the up next video starts playing, do us a favor and smash the like and share buttons. If you want to see more of our content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you're notified when we post new content. If you want to start your own project or just order some supplies, check out our store at www.lokceramics.com. Hope to see you in the next video.